Hey, y'all. Thanks again for clicking on here, staying up with us at Cowboys for Trump. Things are moving forward really good. I dropped a bunch of saddles off with Joe Skaggs yesterday. He's going to take his motorhome up in the morning. He's going to start driving back to Maryland. And then guys are just going to start drifting in there. Josh Davis is going to leave tonight probably. John Fox is going to leave here in a day or two. And there's a pretty good group of us from New Mexico that'll be flying in on the 4th. We'll get there on the evening of the 14th, which we're going to begin riding on the 15th. Still looking at the weather, and it's still pretty cold and snowy and wintry, but every one of us are ready to go. Every one of us are ready to do this for our country, do it for our president, and just show support for what we believe in. I rounded out that 12 number. Glad to report that. We got Stony Newfang. He was the last one that came on board. He came on today. He makes number 12. We got Clay Donaldson from out in Cliff. He's a miner. Got Lance Hale from up in Rio, so he's a plumber. So we've got a broad range of guys going, and just a super good bunch of guys. Every one of them just love our country, love our president. They love our way of life, and we're ready to stand up for it and make a stand. So we thank you so much for your prayers. We thank you for keeping up with us. And we thank you for the support. Like I shared on this deal the other day, that GoFundMe account, it's still locked down. And I got an email back this morning from that Quinn guy that works at GoFundMe saying pretty much that he wanted all the information again that I have already sent him. So I don't know what's going on there. They have about $12,000 that was given to this ride that's locked down that they won't let us have access to. And it took him a week to respond to that last email I sent him, and it'll probably take him another week. But that's okay, because we've already got I was able to get everybody's flight tickets paid for, and this deal's going off. The devil's not going to be able to stop anything with us going out there. You know, we're going to be able to continue going forward. We're going to continue to stand for our president, and we're going to continue to show support for our country. But in that GoFundMe deal, I mean, if there's any attorneys out there, this last email I wrote him and I told him this is discrimination, and this could be a class action lawsuit, which if they don't do what's right, I hope that's what it turns into. And each person that has given to this ride, that you've given money in order to get it to us, so we can subpoena it on the support that we clearly let everybody know about. And if that money is held up because somebody on the other end doesn't care for a president, I'm waiting. I had mentioned the other day that David Nutt, who is an attorney out of Jackson, Mississippi, he's a good friend of mine. David Nutt led the class action lawsuit against the Marlboro Company back years ago. So he knows all about lawsuits, and I know maybe, Richard Kilby or Richard Nutt, you guys, if y'all are listening to this, you might tune old David into this deal and see maybe if there's some legal grounds, that we can take action against that GoFundMe organization, because what they're doing is wrong. The money that was given in small amounts by a lot of red-blooded Americans who wanted to support this event, to support our president, and for GoFundMe to shut all that down. I think it's a disgrace, and I think they should be held accountable. I've never sued anybody in my life, but something like this, I sure wouldn't be against it. So, any of y'all out there know any legal courses that we could take against GoFundMe? Because again, I said that we've got flight tickets bought, but we still have a lot of expenses ahead of us, and that money was going to be used in order to do something great for our country and our president. And for GoFundMe to have shut that down, I think it's a total disgrace. And I'm sure it just speaks for a liberal organization, which I'm sure they are. So anyhow, yeah, why don't we sue them? I'd sue them, and because it's not right. It's not right. But anyhow, I'll quit crying about that. And again, I'll just say thanks again for your support. Today's the 11th, and we're horseback in 4 days, so lots going to start happening between then and now. So anyway, just continue to keep praying for this ministry. Keep praying for for great things to happen. Keep praying that we have a platform that we can speak off of and speak and share the values and the principles that we stand on. As y'all know, the government's shutting down on the 15th, and our president's going to come under the gun again. So as our president comes under the gun, I pray that we're horseback and we're riding that direction to show support for him. So that's what this deal's all about. Again, we're going to El Paso this evening. I'm fixing to load my little boy up, and we're going to run down there. Our president is speaking at that Make America Great rally this evening, and we got us a couple tickets for it. So I'm gonna go show my boy who we pray for every night. He's gonna get to go see old Donald Trump. So we're looking forward to that. But thanks again for clicking on. Stay tuned, stay posted, and by God's grace and through a great president, America will be great again. And we got to do it for the children. If we were the last generation, we could pull our hats down and ride it out. But whenever you see those precious little kids coming up, they deserve to have the same opportunity in the same America that our forefathers stood up for. So let's stand up for them. Thank you for clicking on, and we'll catch you on the next one of these. Thank you. Adios.